Hey everyone, Zhonos here. Back with patch 20. Yes, new patch for 9 Kings. I was trying so hard to do King 99, King of Time. It's just not fun. If I saw someone post a video in the Discord for 9 Kings, the main Discord, and they had a win streak where they beat all the kings in a row. I bet that was from a previous patch. I'm just going to be honest. King of Time is so trash. The person who uploaded it said they finally remembered to upload it, so it makes me feel like it was not this patch. This patch, King of Time, is so bad. It hurts. So we're going to... I want to beat on King 9. So I'm going to do the same thing I was doing with King 99 and just pretend it's King 99. Because this is how bad this faction is. I even wrote like a massive post on the Steam forums, like talking about how everything's poorly balanced. Maybe I'll just make a video and then I'll link it to the devs and say, please watch this. But for now, you can see what I was trying to do. I want to use Holy. Holy is busted already, but the new patch allows it so you can keep abusing the prophecy. One of the changes, they also buffed orbiters a little bit. And like that just makes the enemy orbiters more difficult. Hooray. Even though they also slightly nerfed the enemy King of Time units a little bit. Whatever. I care about Holy and using Portal to go back in time and abusing the crap out of that prophecy buff. So that's the goal of today. For that reason, we're just going to take a very basic build. Part of the video I got to make complaining about this faction is they're like half of their freaking perks are bad. What's Agile going to do? Wise? Can it be 1%, not 0.1%? Or even 0.2% would be actually a massive buff. Exiler? Really? Oh, we just buffed the summons, not the warper himself? So he can die instantly to everything? Oh my goodness. Whatever. Nope, we're playing. It's just playing. It's just if I have to go down to King difficulty though, so help me. King agreed, just bullied King 99 last video. So there should be no excuse. Okay, so I want... I guess I will just have to end it with warp. Rewind is really good. I'm going to take Warper here, and then we're going to line up our portals like so. So we need to get Wormhole at the Royal Council so that we can go back 1 to 3 years, so that 3 portals actually equal 3 cards instead of being -1 card, because you need to spend 3 portals to go back in time 2 years. So yeah, anyway, I think against these 2 factions, these are not a good matchup. So I'm gonna level the. Let's remember. Now I just won't care about the rewind so much. So plan is. I don't want to cycle this area very much. So we need to actually be decently strong, hopefully. And this is not the right way to go about that. We have like the wrong enemies for this strategy, honestly. Hopefully, level up the Warper. We take Wormhole. We get a good prophecy here, and then we hang out over at this area. I need a Warper level up, honest. I'll take the Amplifier. No. Double HP. Okay, good. Perfect. Oh. Please let me win. Please let me. Please. I beg of thee. Let me win. So I guess we can go back in time here and not get Wormhole. I guess. Doesn't feel right. Also, I think we lose this fight. Oh. Yeah, no, we lose. So one thing to note about the Warpers, we could have controlled the auto here, but it's just not going to be good enough. The most we could have done is to send them back, but we don't have the DPS. So one thing to keep note about warpers is, even with brutal, where you have adrenaline stacks, like we have here, their first attack will never benefit from adrenaline. So it's basically snapshotting your attack speed, your hits per second, when it's locking into that first cooldown. So they will fire off and they will wait 10 seconds every single time, as far as I can tell. Like it's a ticking, like it waits 10 seconds and then it fires. And then at that point, it looks at their current hits per second with all these adrenalines. And then it will have an updated attack speed for the second hit. But then, so it keeps snapshotting, not in our favor. Long story short. Can I get a freaking level up in the freaking warpers? Whatever, we'll take the orbiter, I guess. I don't want to die. A level up on the warper would have been better, but this is okay. Chuck him back here. So, I guess I'll control this to try to help my team. The problem is they're all mid-ranged, and so there's only so much I could do to reduce their damage. We just have to have our front line outscale. The number of units in the front line needs to outscale the warpers. And the problem with how the enemy acquires their targets is we have to have more than enough front line for the number of units that they have. We actually barely snuck away with this win. This really does feel like a 9-9 difficulty. Okay, I'm thinking wildcard actually. Okay, what can we do with this? We do have some rerolls. So we don't take Wormhole, I guess. But instead, so if we took Wormhole, we would re-roll the Prophecy because we go 1 to 3 years. Finish this battle without the start of year proc, and then we would move here. And then we would get the Prophecy re-roll at the beginning of the year. Poison Thorns is okay. I would rather a lot of other things, but at least Poison Thorns somewhat counters King of Nothing, sort of. Not really, but it does a little bit. So I'm going to wild card this. I think conserving... Yeah, I think wild carding this is better. And so we can reserve the portal card in case we need it later. We should be fine with Poison Thorns for a little while. As long as we can keep our summoning units, the warpers, out of harm's way. One thing also note about the enemy AI and warpers. So you need to have, I guess we'll take another wild card. You need to have another unit that can pull aggro. So a really good one would actually be Thieves, by the way. Because when the battle starts, your warpers will not have summoned their summons. It really is 12 HP and 6 HP on the summons, isn't it? That's so bad. So anyway, when the warpers are out, right, and the battle starts, if you have nothing else, the enemy, based on their unit count, will divide their attacks, but mostly focus in like a certain order, and they'll have picked their targets, and they'll just rush the targets. And it's really hard to get them to change targets. Now, the Bastion does seem to sometimes help with that when you warp them backwards. But really what you want to do is to have something else take the targeting from the enemies. But the problem is the enemies seem to get like a maximum. So like only so many units can target a single unit. So if they have like 50 units, a lot of them will run right through the orbiters. If I only have 6. Something to keep in mind. Anywho, so because we don't have Wormhole, we have a really inefficient setup here. It's going to take more resources to get to where we want to go. But on the plus side, I think I will actually level up these guys to make sure we don't lose any more lives. And we try to warp out these thieves from my summons. My summoners, I mean. Yeah, you see how he still books it straight for my my warpers? Really frustrating. So here, I guess we take another Midas Touch. I really wish it weren't the freaking King of Greed. What we really want is the 3 null cards. This is not too bad. Fast forward's kind of funny, but I think it's still bugged. And it only levels 1 plot twice. So it could grab like this level 2 and level it twice. Which means only 1 level. So I don't want that. This is such a really bad set of... And we got it again. Punctuality is okay. But what we really want is the 3 null cards. Nullify. This is by far the best card. The only reason why you don't take this is if you don't have a rewind. And then the next best card is punctuality. And then the third best is trigger a loot event. The rest are bad. They're just bad. Okay, so. Given that I have a rewind here, I actually don't even care about the Midas Touch. I think I'm just going to level up this twice using the rewind. I'm going to set up the other amplifier here. I hope it can we can get the buffs twice. Even if we can't, it's whatever. I'll put the orbiters down as well because I don't want them in the rewind. In case I get another rewind. And then we'll go back in time. And from here, we should be fine. I could probably turn on auto, to be honest. This is not 9-9. This is just King 9. If this were any other faction, I actually might be playing on King 9-9. If this were a previous patch, where warpers weren't nerfed into the universe, the previous universe, then I would have taken wild cards. Funny thing. We can go back in time again, I guess. Yeah, we'll do one more go back in time. To that end, I would love the king, my own king. Well, I guess we could just move forward here and then abuse peacetime. Do we have enough power? Not really. We haven't really gained that much power. King of Greed doesn't give us anything either. I guess overinvest would. Meh. Yeah, I can't face King Greed. They just don't give me anything useful. King Nothing with Steel Coats might help me. So let's go with this plan for now. But yeah, I have beef with pretty much all the cards and almost all the perks and almost all the policies that this faction has. So maybe look forward to that video. Let me know in the comments if you'd like to, if you would like to see that video. I still need to do the King of Greed tier list, but I will take a quick break. So we don't have rewind. So at this point, I'd rather get the 2 random time cards. Just have a little more flexibility in my hand, and we'll just go forward in time. And we'll save these for the peacetime prophecy. Hopefully we have enough power at this point with something like Steel Coat, which would make all these guys tankier, basically. Do I care about it? If I can level up an amplifier, I could set up an amplifier here and or here. 28-3. Yeah, these are both the same unit, basically. So let's contemplate amplifier here and here, but then this needs to be level 3 for that. A lot of levels before then. But we could do it. I'll just level this orbiter first. Do I sell the freaking hourglass? I really don't want the hourglass. Again, we should be fine. I shouldn't have to control my bastion. You know, one of the funny things about this faction that's pretty terrible. So with warpers, all the nerfs that they've done, the warpers are really... They really struggle. Do I really go for this super greedy play? Or do I just care about the warpers? I think I just care about the warpers. I think I'd rather have more power right now. It is King 9, which we're pretending is basically King 9-9. So can I not face you, please? Yeah, funny thing about facing your own rebellion. After all the nerfs they did to the warpers, so their health and damage are a lot lower, and the minions that they summon only get half the stats. So basically, TLDR is, ooh, we'll take the orbiter level up. But the TLDR is, I have to fight you. I can't keep rerolling. We have to be strong enough. When the warpers summon the units they summon have like no health. At the start of the game, they have 6 HP. And even if you buff them, level them up, as you can see right here, it's still barely an HP. So pretty quickly, like really quickly, depending on your difficulty, the enemy orbiters will one-shot all of your summons and have enough attack speed that even with a bunch of brutal stacks, that you can reasonably get at least like 4 or 5 or 6, which is about the max you could expect around, you know, year 5, 10, 15. It's good because you got to put other things down. Well, the problem is the enemy orbiters will just kill all of your units. And the best part is they can kill all your units faster than you can summon. Especially at higher difficulties. Because they do line AoE and all your units run in a line straight for them. And the even funnier part is, almost always, especially if you don't have enough frontline units just like soaking up the threat. Okay, I'll level the bash, I guess. If you don't have enough frontline units to make your army more spread out, like this, you see, why are my warpers mixed in like that, by the way? The enemy orbiters AoE, you can see some of them are hitting my warpers. So not only can it kill all of your summons in one hit, but they even reach your warpers and one-shot them too. One-shot them as well. So, like, your own faction is your worst enemy, which is kind of hilarious and very sad. Do I try to? I think we gotta level this once, right? I guess I'll hold on to the regression, but it's not that good. King of Spells is funny. King of Progress, we actually have a pretty okay matchup against. But we don't really need anything from either of these guys. I'll take King of Nomads. They have a lot of things that I would really enjoy. So let's just level up the portal here. So that when we go here, we could play the card from this fight, like the Steel Coat, I'm guessing. And remember, our orbiters are just there to soak attacks long enough until our warpers can start summoning faster. And faster and faster and faster and faster. And then eventually we overwhelm them. Looks like we're going to just barely get this win here to the peacetime. Like, we should win with the peacetime, by the way. It's over. There's no way the Amplifier tries to put the health onto these guys, right? I'm just trying to figure out if I need to level that guy up. No, there's no way. We should be okay. So, okay. Okay, look at the warpers have 17.3 HP. We have Holy, which means it's an X2. So this is a 300%. Well, it's times. So it's not doubled. Doubled is the base effect. It's not tripled. It should be quadrupled. It should be X4. And we should be getting it twice. So it should be times 8. Let me get my calculator. So I don't know if this works in one go, and I don't know if you get both buffs. But if it's times 4, which is what you should get for Holy, because Holy doubles it. But it's all added into one. So it's double by default, and then one stack of Holy would make it triple instead. So 2 stacks of Holy should make it quadrupled. So 17 point what? 3 times 4 should be 69.2. If it gets both buffs, it should be 138.4. That's so low HP still. That's still low HP. Whatever. That extra Steel Coat stack should help a lot, hopefully. Especially against not our own faction. Please don't die. But you see how we get wrecked by our own faction because of the AoE? Can we lose? We lose? Whatever. It's fine. We can lose in our life. This peacetime should win us. Guess I'll take the portal. Okay. And you saw that. Oh? What? Huh? How did that? Oh? It's double, right? So 17.3 times 16 is what we got? Because I had 2 stacks of holy. So 1 stack of holy. So it's not, it's not percent that way. So doubled, right, would be times 2. And then we got another double, which is times 4. That's 1 stack of holy. And then another double. Huh? So it's times 2. 1 stack of holy is times 4. 1 stack, 2 stacks of holy is times 8, and we had 2 of these, which is times 16. So it's to the second power, kind of, sort of. Or it just did it sequentially. I don't know. It said 300%, but really it was 400% health. I don't know. It's times 4. It was times 8 twice. I'm confused. Are you confused? I'm confused. Let's just go back in time and let's abuse the crap out of that. Please don't lose to my own faction. Please don't lose to my own faction. We have way more health this time. There's so much more health. We have like so much health, it's not even funny. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Please, thank you. This is not King 99. It's just 9. It shouldn't be this hard. Ooh, rewind. We can hold on to that for the Rainbow Army. Not like we need it, really. So no more portal shenanigans. Oh, I could. If we did this right now, I would get the portal back. And then we need a wild card from these guys. And then we get 1 more proc piece time because we'll be here. So we'll go 1, 2 to here. Just 1 more. We could do it one more time. Assuming that it does work and this does proc like I said in the patch notes. Okay. Yeah, good. Give me... Whatever. No, it's cool. It's fine. You know what? I didn't need it. Didn't need it. Just a double proc is enough. Huh? Wait, why did that not... Huh? Wait. 270... What? Well, I'm only 1,100. It should be like a bajillion more. Wait a second. That was only times 4. I'm so confused. The first time was times 16. The second time was times 4. Oh, well. Let's just go. Now we need damage. Where's the King of Nothing, by the way? I'd love to face them. Still not fully fleshed out. There's something buggy happened there, because the first time was twice as much as I thought. And the second time was half as much as I thought. So... something's wrong. Something's not working right. You know what? I hate my faction. They're just going to murder me. I feel like I'm in a little bit of trouble here. I need damage. I need the King of Nothing so I can give them swords. Or shields even. But at this point, swords. Or if I can get like a natural enchantment. Somehow, if I could find a static somewhere, would be great. I'm so upset. We got so little value. Oh, man. Is it Mega Minion, which is kind of bad? It has to be Mega Minion. So the Mega Minions are like, just have the same health and damage as the Warper now. I guess another Mega Minion, and then we would be in an okay place, I guess. We're not even going to get to use the portal. I'm so unlucky. Hopefully this battle will give me something good. Maybe I should have greeted for the amplifiers onto the orbiters too. They don't have... Instead of starting at 17, I would have started at 40 health. Imagine that times 16. And then times 4 again. I'd have considerably more health. At least. Yeah, it would be noticeably more health. I can't even... I don't even know how much it would be, but it would be way more, okay? Give me... Fine, fine. Shields are fine. Whatever. Just the suffering and pain. We really need damage. Poison Thorns is our damage. Can we rework the King of Time, please? King of Time is bad, okay? I hate to be the bearer of bad news. But the King of Time is very poorly balanced. I actually think almost all their cards are fundamentally 1, 2. We wouldn't actually proc that. I was thinking of using Portal there, but it's kind of too little too late. Where's the Rainbow Army, by the way? Aren't they supposed to show up at more regular times? And you're supposed to show up twice? Is it year 16, maybe? Yeah, like, I don't want to go into it too crazy in this video, but basically, my stance currently is that basically every single King of Time card is very flawed in its design and very hard to balance. And there are like 2 really, really good cards, and they're not even that crazy for the King of Time themselves. I don't know. Feels very restrictive what you can do with the King of Time. Maybe I'm too used to high difficulty though. I guess I don't care about these plots, so I can do a blacksmith here. Oh, please don't lose. I think one of my biggest complaints is that warpers are so... The way they're designed, along with the existence of adrenaline and the perk brutal, warpers are all or nothing. Like, you either lose horribly or you win in a massive snowball. And there's no, like, middle ground. You know what I mean? Is 10% HP better, or is a frost across everything better? Theoretically, frost is better. Theoretically. Because I should be able to apply it to everybody with the orbiters. And then that reduces their DPS by 20%. Keep in mind, I took the perk that slows all enemy attack by 20% as well. 5% per stack of the perk. Yeah, I don't know. I had a huge post ready in the Steam forums to write, but what do you guys think? Is King of Time in an okay place? Is it just because I look at them for their high difficulty viability and see that they're not viable at all? We need Gigantify pretty bad. Shrine is interesting. Should have known. Guess gotcha. It's not good though. It's basically not a card for a while. I even have a freaking Midas Touch too. Yeah, I think, and I think the worst part about King of Spells for me is that there's almost no synergy within the faction. The best synergy is Adrenaline with Warpers, and then Adrenaline with Warpers, namely Brutal with Warpers. And then, to a lesser extent, Rewind with Nullify. Those are like the two real combos in the faction. And then, borrowing other King's cards, so again, within the faction, like, there are no other combos, right? Like, having a Warper and an Orbiter next to each other, and then I could put... what? Adrenaline on the Warper? And then the Orbiter gets it too? That's not a combo. I'm sorry, it's not. That's just like anybody can do that. It's nothing special about the Warper and the Orbiter and Adrenaline working in some synergistic way in particular. I guess that's just the Orbiter's ability. Wow, we are borderline losing this one too. Like, we have to kill him with poison thorns, basically. Maybe with the Royal Council we get Venom. Ooh, swords helps. Supplies would be okay. Would love a way to level this dumb gotcha. Evolve. Overwork. It's probably Mega Minion here, unfortunately. So at least they would have a lot more HP. Weak spot's okay too. But they don't take more poison damage. So I'm going to take Mega Minion just to live longer. And then we're going to look for wild cards to level up the gotcha. And then we want raising, and then we're raising over the gotcha. Or we can get a Gigantify, and that would work too. Yeah, see, even if I had 100 adrenaline stacks, that first wave always takes 10 seconds to fire. We're at ×3 speed, keep in mind. So it feels like 3 seconds. But almost all our Warpers died. Do you see that? A third, only about a third were left. We're going to get wrecked, aren't we? I'm going to go back in time and see if we can get Royal... I want more buffs, obviously, but I'm hoping to get like 2-time cards, maybe. Or get another loot event would actually be okay as well. Like, we actually were close to losing that last fight, which is very, very, very concerning. So I obviously need more power. Swords helps a little bit. We'll take another loot event, I think, here. I wish I could have got rewind. Shields we'll probably have to do. Yeah. Kind of upset at this situation, but it is what it is. Yeah, plus swords here, I guess. Like, we're only just now at 18 damage. And so the minions will hit for like 32.2. Seems to be a ton of crits, though, for some reason. Blood hits for 40. I wonder what that math is, that it's looking more like 40. Hitting for 81. Why are we doing 40? It should be half the stats and then doubled twice. Oh, well. So we get a beacon right here to, like, sort of help out our Oh, but it could hit the bastion. Right. Okay, please don't murder all of my warpers. Yeah, you see the range of the enemy orbiters though. They can hit all of my summons and also hit my warpers. Thankfully, we should be fine into this. And it seems like the King of Nothing is our biggest threat right now. Just very curious. Okay, so I'm going to take the amplifier to go here so I can actually get a double level up. King of Nothing would be great if I can get... I do want the King of Nothing, though. King of Greed provides me nothing. So we'll go with this. So I want wild cards, and then I want... wild cards is my first priority. My next priority is steel coats. We're really barely winning these, by the way. Look at this. Yeah, we kill them with poison. And then we just outlive them with the high HP of the summons. This is such a struggle, man. It shouldn't be this much of a struggle. Oh. Maybe with better enemies it would have gone better? Like a King of Nothing right away, or King of Nomads right away. So we can give ourselves more stats. Like shields, flat shields. And then the multiplying from the amplifiers would have been a lot higher. Also, King of Nature is okay if you can beat them. King of Blood is really, really good if you can beat them. The big if, I suppose. But I don't know. It's such a struggle. Why? Why so bad, King of Time? Maybe I'm just doing the wrong build. Can y'all tell me if there's just like a better strategy? But there's only 2 troops. And the Bastion's not going to carry you. Bastion's the worst base in the game. Maybe you could debate that, what's his face is... The Pagoda is about as bad. But maybe the Adrenal on these orbiters will help me a tiny bit. I somehow doubt it. I don't know, man. Every fight is so close. I think Feast would save us right here. If we get Feast, then our health would be doubled on the Warpers so they could survive being targeted. And then the summons would have just bonkers health. Raising. I think we take Raising and we dig for something better. Venom. It's going to be Venom here. I don't want to keep rerolling. Venom should help our DPS substantially. Again, we do need to survive the initial waves of enemies, though. And have some summoners left that can spawn more than enough enemies. Yeah, you see how fast they're able to summon eventually, right? The wild card's nice. Is there a better wild card? I'm gonna still go for the gotcha, I guess. The problem with the King of Time, I guess, if I were to summon it up, is they have a ton of setup, but like no real payoff. It's just all setup. That's why in previous patches, even with the Warpers in their old iteration, where the summons had the same stats as their as the Warpers themselves, even in that variation, yeah, I have shields. Oh, these are... Oh, Venom. Venom's fine. Venom will have to do. Yeah, even in that version, you still had to, especially King 9-9 difficulty, you still had to just constantly go back in time over and over and over and over and over and over and repeat the same few years. That was when the Royal Council was in year 4, by the way, which made it a lot easier to... You just fight the same 3 years repeatedly if you got Wormhole. A wild card lets us get the gotcha, which is nice. Osmosis is pretty weak. Unify is tempting, but I kind of like having all these steel coats out and about. Is it another raising? I'm just going to take the raising. Gigantify would be best, obviously, but... Feast. Venom's really good too, but I just want to live. So Feast helps. By the way, it showed 100% on the amplifier, but it didn't actually pass it along. Or else it would be way higher than 3,000 health. Maybe because it's the same source and I'm not allowed to get a duplicate, but the Prophecy did get a duplicate. Well, it doesn't matter. At this point, these guys should be more than taking enough that there shouldn't really be a problem anymore. Did I play any good cards recently? Not really. I'll take the rewind anyway, I guess. Carnage. That's how you win. Carnage is definitely how you can... I mean, it's... We won anyway, but Carnage will definitely do the trick. We'll raising at the end here. Go to a blacksmith or something. The reason why Carnage is really good is because the summons are going to have like 10 bajillion health. At least 6,500-ish health, I'm guessing. But the math seems kind of weird. And Carnage scales off of HP, so it's really, really good. Let's just drop it on now. The second stack. The second stack just makes the AoE bigger. It is such a struggle. It shouldn't be this hard to beat King 9 difficulty. And this is probably the best build, roughly speaking. The only thing we can do to improve the build, specifically this specific build, is better luck getting Gigantifies early on somehow. But you can't even get the Jack of Rainbows early anymore. I'm pretty sure it's just locked into the same 2 years. But you do get them twice, but it doesn't matter. You need the strength. You need the power early. You used to be able to use the King of... What's his face? The Jack of Rainbows. You used to be able to use the Jack of Rainbows to... what do we get here? Do we have a reroll? Weak spot, I guess we'll have to do. You could have bailed yourself out with some early Gigantifies. For sure. Now you can't do that. Wow, we're struggling? Really? Come on, guys. Okay, we should be fine now. Like, our summons should have too much HP, even if all our warpers die. Which I almost did. Okay, we're good. Okay, we did it. Well, whatever. That was King of Time. Just 9 difficult at King 9. And it felt like a King 9-9 run. Oh, what a nightmare. Let me know down in the comments what you think of the King of Time. I think they need a rework. I love a lot of the concepts, but like, I could spend an hour talking about the flaws of just all of the cards and the perks and the policies. It's... I think King of Time is in a really bad spot right now. I actually think King of Progress is in a better spot now, which is saying something. But hey, you know, if you want to win as the King of Time, maybe abuse Holy and abuse the time mechanic, because now they changed it in the most recent patch that you can keep regaining that same Holy buff. And amplifiers are a great way to soak that up, because when you place units down, the prophecy will go into empty tiles, and you just put down the amplifiers to bring them back to whatever unit you care about. So if there is a faction to abuse the crap out of it, it's probably King of Time. It's just too bad King of Time is this week. Either way, if you enjoyed the video, please leave me a like. And again, tell me, is King of Time, am I just missing something? Or do they need an overhaul? And do you want to see that video about me going over the flaws so I can send it to the devs? Let me know in the comments down below. Either way, if you'd like to see more videos like the upcoming tier list for King of Greed, or just more fun, creative builds, hopefully, feel free to subscribe. Thanks for watching, and I will see you all next time.